Scoreboard.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Much cooler this morning across Missouri. Highs today in southwest Missouri only reaching the low 40s, where we've seen it in the 60s over the past couple of days. But 'tis the weather in the Show Me State. But things are heating up on the basketball floor as districts and classes 1, 2, and 3 have reached their semifinals. On the boys' side in high school basketball, classes 1, 2, 3. And we'll give you that scoreboard coming up. But first, a little on this day in history. In 1836, the Alamo, besieged for 13 days until March the 6th by the Mexican army under General Santa Anna, and the entire garrison at the Alamo eventually was killed. In 1934, Casey Stengel, on this date, becomes the manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers. 11 years later, the United States Marines raised an American flag on top of Mount Suribachi, Iwo Jima. Pulitzer Prize-winning photo of which by Joe Rosenthal later became an iconic, inspiring the Marine Corps War memorial sculpture. In 1968, on the sports side, Wilt Chamberlain becomes the first NBAer to score 25,000 points. In 1987, on a sad note, Baseball World Series winning manager of the 1985 Kansas City Royals World Championship team, Dick Howser, retires from the Royals managerial role due to his brain tumor that would later take his life. On to the scores. In Class 1 boys action, Class 1 District 1, it was Delta defeating Naylor in semifinal action 89-47. Clarkton over Risco 59-55. On Friday night at 6:30, you will the district championship between Delta and Clarkton. Class 1 District 2, Richland Essex defeated Scott County Central 70-49. Though the 1 seed moves on, and they will play the 2 seed Delta, who defeated Leopold 46-36. That will be Friday night at 6 p.m. Class 1 District 3, no scores once again from that district, and we'll do what we can to find those out, but not reported as of yet. Class 1 District 4 semifinals, Chadwick defeats Koshkonong 72-45. Chadwick will move on and play Niangua, who was 1 point better than Couch, 54-53, 6 o'clock on Friday night. Class 1 District 5 boys semifinals, Dadeville defeats Walnut Grove 70-46, and Wheatland upsets the 2 seed Humansville 29-27. So Dadeville and Wheatland will meet up, 2 Polk County schools, for that district championship there in Class 1 District 5 boys on Friday at 6. In District 6, St. Elizabeth moves on as they defeat Calvary Lutheran 65-63, and they will play Hermitage, who defeated Max Creek 49-47 Friday at 6 o'clock. Class 1 District 7 boys action, Thomas Jefferson defeated Sheldon 65-54. Thomas Jefferson will now play Golden City, who defeated Lockwood 54-42 Friday at 6:30 p.m. In Class 1 District 8, it was Rich Hill over Hume 66-36. Rich Hill moves on, and they will play the 2 seed Drexel, who defeated Miami 60-52 Friday at 6 p.m. In Class 1 District 9 boys action, it was Leeton over Pilot Grove 71-46, and Northwest Hughesville defeated Otterville 59-42. So the 1 seed Leeton will play the 2 seed Northwest at Hughesville Friday at 6 p.m. Class 1 District 10 boys, Glasgow defeats Prairie Home 78-56, and Higbee one better than Community R6 59-58. So Glasgow and Higbee will match up on Friday at 6 p.m. Class 1, District 11, the 1 seed Atlanta moves on as they defeat Novinger 61-49, and they will play Brashear, the 3 seed, who defeated North Shelby 67-62 Friday at 6 p.m. Class 1 District 12 semifinals, Northwestern Edmondon falls as the 1 seed to the 4 seed Hale, 82-75. So the 4 seed Hale now will play the 2 seed Brunswick, who defeated Meadville 49-42. Class 1 District 13, Oric, the 1 seed, moves on into the championship game as they defeat Northland Christian High School 56-47, and they will face the 3 seed Hardin Central, who defeats Southwest at Livingston County 51-39. That game Friday at 7 p.m. And in Class 1 District 14 boys action, Green City, the 1 seed, they advance as they defeat the 4 seed North Harrison 77-12. And they will face Grundy County as they defeat Gilman City 80-51. That game Friday at 6 p.m. Class 1 District 15 boys, Pattonsburg 68-53 win over King City, and they will play Winston, the 2 seed, who defeated Stewartsville 50-42 Friday at 6 p.m. And in Class 1 District 16, Jefferson Conception, the 1 seed, moves on after defeating Mound City 74-65, and they will play Rockport, who defeats South Holt 48-39. Moving on, here in the Pizza Ranch studio, Pizza Ranch with more than 7 locations across the state of Missouri, hosting tip-off clubs, quarterback clubs, and upcoming leadoff clubs starting the week of March the 20th. We're right around the corner here on February the 23rd. Moving on into Class 2 here on our Central Bank of the Ozarks District Scoreboard. Class 2 District 1, Cooter defeats South Pemiscot 60-32. They will play Neelyville, who is the 3 seed, as they defeat 2-seeded Bernie 64-60. That game Friday at 6 p.m. Class 2 District 2, East Carter moves on as the 1 seed, 51-42 over Van Buren, and they will also play the 3 seed, Summersville, a 71-50 win over the 2-seeded Ellington. And in Class 2 District 3, Greenville, the 1 seed, advances with a 53-44 win over Puxico, and they will play Advance, the 2 seed, after their 54-45 win over Orion, also Friday at 6 o'clock. Class 2 District 4 boys, Principia over Valley 76-37, and St. Vincent 90-69 over Crystal City. So Principia, the 1 seed, will play St. Vincent, the 2 seed, Friday at 7 p.m. Class 2 District 5 Clopton advances as the 1 seed, 45-35 over Sturgeon, and they will play Northeast Cairo, the 3 seed, who defeated Fanfare 77-59. Class 2 District 6, the 1 seed Canton moves on as they defeat Putnam County 63-44. And Canton will play Schuyler County after their 1-point victory over the 3 seed, Knox County 44-43 Friday at 5 p.m. In Class 2 District 7 boys action, it was Western falling to the 4 seed Harrisburg 60-39. So Harrisburg moves on, and they will play the 2 seed Salisbury following their 63-50 victory over New Franklin. In Class 2 District 8, Lincoln, the 1 seed, advances 57-31 over Concordia, and they will play the 3 seed Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart with a 64-54 win over Tipton. Friday, 7 p.m. Class 2 District 9, the 1 seed Eugene advances 82-44 over Newburgh, and they will play the 3 seed Stoutland. after their 54-51 win. I'm sorry, they'll play the 3-seed Crocker after their 54-51 win over Stoutland. Friday at 6 p.m. Class 2 District 10 semifinals. Hartville advances 49-20 win over Gainesville, and they will play Norwood after their 63-57 victory over Bakersfield Friday at 6 p.m. Class 2 District 11, Billings, the 4-seed, advances with a 54-37 win over Galena. They will play the 2-seed Crane following their 52-49 victory over Blue Eye Friday at 7 p.m. Elsewhere, Class 2 District 12 semifinals, Marionville, the 1-seed. They defeat Verona 77-50, and they will play the 2-seed College Heights Christian following their 61-59 win, 61-59 over Purdy Friday at 6 p.m. In Class 2 District 13 boys semifinals, Ash Grove advances 63-37 over Liberal, and they will play Wablo, who defeats Morrisville by 1 point on a last-second basket by Wablo. At the buzzer, Wablo wins 54-53. They will play the 1-seed Ash Grove Friday at 7 p.m. And in Class 2, District 14 semifinals, no finals from that school. That district have been published as of this point. Class 2 District 15 boys, Plattsburgh advances after a 72-38 win over Maysville, and they will play the 3-seed West Platte following their 61-59 win over Gallatin. That game Friday at 6 p.m. And in Class 2, District 16, Bishop LeBlanc defeats Albany 57-37, and the 2-seed North Andrew over Nottoway Holt 49-32. Bishop LeBlanc and Nottoway Holt will play Friday at 6 p.m. We'll check in on Class 3 scores, but first, a little story. Victor was born in 1889. On this date, in 1889, American film director. He served as in the photographic section of the United States Army during World War I and acted as chief photographer for President Woodrow Wilson in Versailles, France, beginning in 1918. Fleming taught and headed Columbia University School of Military Cinematography, training over 700 soldiers to cut, edit, shoot, develop, store, and ship film. Filmmakers that participated in the program included Joseph von Sternberg, Ernest B. Shadowsack, Louis Milestone. He showed a mechanical aptitude early in his life while working as a car mechanic. He met the director, Alan Dwan, who took him in as a camera assistant. He soon rose to the rank of cinematographer, working with both Dwan and D.W. Griffith, and directed his first film in 1919. Many of his silent films were action movies, often starring Douglas Fairbanks, or westerns. Because of his robust attitude and love of outdoor sports, he became known as a man's director. However, he also proved as an effective director of women. Under his direction, Vivien Leigh won the Best Actress Oscar. Hattie McDaniel won for Best Supporting Actress, and Olivia de Havilland was nominated twice. In the opinion of veteran cinematographer Archie Scott, of all the directors he worked with, Fleming was the most knowledgeable when it came to camera angles and appropriate lenses. He was remembered by Van Johnson as being a masterful director, but a tough man to work for. You may never have heard of Victor, and you may not even know him now. His name is Victor Fleming, the American film director of two of the most iconic movies in American cinema history, The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind. Born in Pasadena, California in 1889 and died at the age of 59 in 1949. And now for Class 3 boys action. Class 3 District 1, Central New Madrid County moves on 74-45 over Hornersville. Caruthersville advances 84-80 over East Prairie. Central New Madrid and Caruthersville will play Friday at 6 p.m. In Class 2, Charleston advances as they defeat Valley Catholic 85-56, and they will play the 3 seed Saxony Lutheran after they defeated Woodland 81-63. That game Friday at 7 p.m. Class 3 District 3 semifinals, West County over St. Pius X, 69-36. And Jefferson Festus defeats Clearwater, 69-61. West County and Jefferson will play Friday at 7 p.m. for the championship. Class 3 District 4 boys semifinal action. Maplewood Richmond Heights McKinley were to play last night. No final there in Valley Park in Brentwood. Also not a final reported in that contest. Class 5 District 5 Lutheran North defeats Louisiana 48-37. And the 3 seed Duchesne 55-44 over Ellsbury. So Lutheran North, the 1 seed, and Duchesne will play Friday at 7 p.m. Class 3 District 6 Palmyra advances as they defeat Monroe City 52-30 and South Shelby 64-49 over Mark Twain. Palmyra South Shelby will play Friday at 6 p.m. Class 3 District 7 boys action. Herman over South Callaway 67-54, and they will face 3 seed North Callaway as they defeat Montgomery County 43-41. Herman and North Callaway Friday at 6 p.m. Class 3 District 8 boys action. In the semifinals, Colcamp defeats Skyline 64-41, and Stover falls to Russellville 85-73. So Russellville, the 3 seed, advances to play the 1 seed Colcamp Friday at 6:30 p.m. Class 3 District 9, Steelville defeats Lynn 88-59, and the 3 seed Dixon upsets Bourbon 72-54. So Steelville and Dixon will play 6:30 on Friday. In Class 3 District 10, no finals to report there. We do know that Mansfield and Thayer both won. We just do not have the finals posted there. So they will play Friday at 6:30 p.m. Mansfield, the 1 seed, Thayer, the 2 seed. Class 3 District 11, Sparta outlast Greenwood 68-57, and they will play Stratford, who in overtime defeated Fairgrove 68-62, Friday at 7 p.m. Better line up now. Class 3 District 12 boys, the 1 seed Stockton advances 56-33 over East Newton, and the 3 seed Washburn upsets Lamar 72-69. So Stockton will play Southwest Livingston Friday at 6 p.m. And in Class 3 District 13, Adrian, the 4 seed, upsets El Dorado Springs 64-59. And they will play the 2 seed Lone Jack, who defeated Butler 64-56 on Friday at 6 p.m. Class 3 District 14, Lafayette County advances as the 1 seed with a 77-38 win over St. Paul Lutheran out of Concordia. And they will play the 3 seed Summit Christian Academy, who defeated St. Michael the Archangel 71-65. In Class 3 District 15, Mid-Buchanan defeats KC Legacy High School, who was the 1 seed. So Mid-Buchanan, the 4 seed, advances 45-39. And they will play the 3 seed St. Pius X out of Kansas City, who defeated East Buchanan 48-38. So Mid-Buchanan and St. Pius X Friday at 6:30 p.m. And in Class 3 District 16, Milan, the 1 seed, advances. They defeat Trenton 55-36, and they will play the 3 seed Penny, who defeated South Harrison in overtime 69-58. to 64 Friday at 6 p.m. You've been listening to High School Game Day. Stay tuned. Coming up at 9 o'clock, we'll have our 12th episode of Huddle Up with Jay Mack, Coach Archer, and myself, talking Chiefs, college basketball, college sports, high school basketball, coming up at 9 o'clock. So stay tuned here at the Missouri Sports Network, where everyone has a home field and advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Burgess and Associates remind us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Have a great day.